Hi everybody, I am SR, a business consultant and success coach. Today I would like to talk on how to set goals for life. Most people have a dream in life, a vision of who or what they'd like to be in the future. At a minimum, everyone has interests and values that determine what they want out of their lives. Even so, trying to set to achievable goals that you'll work for over the course of many years can be daunting. It can be hard to know where to even begin, and the things you hope to achieve may seem impossible. But if you're well prepared, you may be able to set goals for your life that are just as fulfilling to work toward as to achieve. Step 01. Think about what you want. Many people have only a vague sense of what they want from life. In this first step, your task is to start converting ideas like happiness or security into things you would like to do. Get a pen and some paper and start writing down things that are important to you in life. It's okay to be general at this stage, but try not to be vague. For example, if the first thing that pops into your head is happiness, that's fine. But try to define that term. What does happiness mean to you? What would you consider a happy life? Step 02. Write about yourself. One good way to start moving from general to specific is to do some free writing about yourself. Think about your personality and your interests. This can help you define what is most important to you. Try writing about how you enjoy spending your time. Begin your brainstorm by writing down what you enjoy doing and what excites you. Don't limit yourself to activities or experiences that you think are productive or worth doing. The point of a brainstorm is to get down as many ideas as possible, and this list will be useful later on in the process. Write about things you are interested in and/or would like to learn more about. Are you interested in science? In literature? In music? Any of these could become lifelong pursuits. Write about things about yourself you'd like to improve. Are you hoping to develop your skills as a public speaker? As a writer? As a photographer? Again, these can all become lifelong pursuits. Step 03. Imagine your future. Think about your ideal future. What does it look like? Ask yourself questions that will help you get to a detailed picture. For example, imagine you are trying to decide on a long-term career. Here are some questions you might ask. What time do you want to wake up every morning? Where do you want to live? The city? A rural area? A foreign country? Who will be there when you wake up? Is it important to you to have a family? If so, a job that requires a lot of long trips out of town might not be the best choice. How much money do you want to make? The answers to these questions may not be enough to point you toward a single dream job, but they can certainly help you rule some out. Step 04. Make your goals specific. After all this brainstorming, you should have some ideas about what you'd like to do with your life. In fact, you probably have several. Now is the time to make them as specific as possible. For example, you may at this point have the idea that you might want to become a scientist. That's a good start. But now, think about what type of scientist you'd like to be. Do you want to be a chemist? A physicist? An astronomer? Be as specific as you can. Imagine you've decided becoming a chemist might be the right path for you. Now, ask yourself what type of work you'd like to do within that field. Do you want to work for a private company, developing new products? Do you want to teach chemistry at a university? Step 05. Do some research. Once you've narrowed the field to a single goal or a few that work well together, take some time to find out how to achieve these goals. You'll want to ask questions like, what skills will you need to learn? What educational qualifications are necessary? What types of resources will you need to acquire? How long should you expect the process to take? Step 06. Create a timeline. Once you've got the steps to achieving your goal mapped out, set some deadlines. Think about how long each sub-goal should reasonably take, and make a timeline for achieving them. Having deadlines will keep you motivated by adding a sense of urgency. It will also make you accountable for meeting goals at certain times, rather than letting them slip down your priority list. Using the restaurant example, if you want to have $10,000 saved within 3 years, you can break that down to about $278 a month. This will help you remember to actually set aside the money each month, rather than spending it on other things. Step 07. Create the right environment. Whatever your goal, there are probably some environments that are better for achieving it than others. Do whatever you can to make sure that the people and physical spaces you spend time with don't create obstacles. For example, if you are entering a medical program, you're going to need to study long hours and concentrate on your work. If you live with friends who party all the time and will encourage you to do the same, you might want to consider moving. Surrounding yourself with other goal-oriented people can also help keep you accountable and motivated. Step 08. Work on your goals consistently. Once you get started, the key to achieving life goals is work on them steadily and consistently. This is a step-by-step process that is going to take a long time. It is crucial, therefore, to keep making progress. Many people set goals and then jump in with great enthusiasm, devoting a lot of time and energy to the goal in the early stages. Enthusiasm is great, but try not to burn yourself out in the first few weeks or months. You also don't want to set standards that you won't be able to live up to in the long run. Remember that you are in this for the long haul. This isn't a race, it's a journey. A good way to ensure consistent progress is to build time into your daily routine for working on your goals. For example, if you are studying to become a chemist, set aside a specific portion of each day for homework from your classes, for example, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Set aside a specific part of the day for developing your own research, say 7:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. Try to always use these hours for these purposes, unless you absolutely must deviate from that schedule. But at 9 p.m., call it quits for the night and do something to relax. Keep in mind that to achieve any goal, there is no way around investing a lot of time and effort. Putting in the hours and the sweat is how you will achieve your goal. Step 09. Stay motivated. Because consistency is so important, it is crucial that you stay motivated. Having achievable sub-goals is crucial to your motivation. It will be much easier to stay enthusiastic and committed if you feel that you are making progress. Use reinforcement to create incentives. Positive reinforcement is adding something good to your life. Negative reinforcement is taking away something unwanted. Both can help you stay motivated. If you are trying to keep yourself focused on filling out a permit application for your restaurant and notice you are getting distracted, offer yourself a reward. Maybe after you've finished the application, you can treat yourself to a professional massage. Or maybe you'll be more motivated by allowing yourself to skip out on a weekly chore for once. Either way, reinforcement can keep you on task. Punishing yourself for failing to achieve sub-goals is not as effective as reinforcement good behavior. If you opt to create unpleasant consequences for yourself, make sure to use rewards, too. Step 10. Track your progress. One of the best ways to stay motivated is keep track of your progress and check it regularly. Depending on your goal and personal preferences, you can use an app, a journal, or a calendar. Any of these will help remind you of sub-goals you've already achieved. They can also keep you accountable to yourself for staying on schedule. Writing in a journal regularly can also help ease stress and anxiety that might come with the process of striving for a long-term goal.